Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another SH Figuarts action figure review on the Bandai Tamashii Nations Spider-Man No Way Home Spider-Man Integrated Suit Final Battle Edition action figure. This wasn't one that I was originally interested in picking up at first, but as images rolled out, I got more and more interested. Plus, I still love the No Way Home movie. I rewatched it again not that long ago, and my longing for a better integrated suit Spider-Man, especially Final Battle Edition like this, I just think it's really cool, and we're going to talk about whether or not this figure is very cool. But first, we gotta hit that theme song.
ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bash kits, Subscribe.
So the packaging is pretty standard for your SH Figuarts, even though it is a bit larger than the last integrated suit, and of course I'm going to do some comparisons. But yeah, I do like the imagery right over here. I like how it looks like the suit's wrapped around the whole package. You can see a nice little product shot right over there. On the back, a couple more product shots. There's Spider-Man running away. That's interesting. Why would you do that? But alright, anyway, on the side, there's Spidey again. Window creeps up to the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your SH Figuarts, you can do so.
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's the new Spider-Man figure out of the packaging. I gotta say, first impressions, I like it a lot more than the first version that we got from SH Figuarts. This has a whole lot more paint. I like the bulkiness of it. Looks a lot more like Spider-Man from No Way Home. So I'm digging it so far, and there are a lot of accessories to look at as well. So let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll get a closer look at Spidey. So we definitely get an upgrade of accessories over here. I gotta say, the accessories really make this figure pop for me. I really like them quite a bit. We have 7 sets of hands over here, and different sets of hands than I've seen before from SH Figuarts. We have the 2 Peter heads, we have 2 sets of eyes, we have the mask right here, we have the time box, I forgot what to call this thing, and then we have 2 different sets of webs. We have long earth whipping webs, short earth whipping webs, and then 1 web line. And it's really tricky to see with the lighting or the background anyway, because when you see them, around my hand like that, yeah, the web pattern looks really good on these. I really do like them a lot. They look great, so very pleased with them. Here's little short ones right there, just to be thorough, so you can see that. And then you have the time... God, what the heck was this thing called? I can't remember what it was called, but it looks very cool with the gold right over here. Really dig it quite a bit. So yeah, this is neat that comes with the figure and everything. And then you have the 2 different sets of eyes. I'm just showing you pictures. One's a little squintier, the other set's slightly squintier. Didn't need to have these. They look close enough, or very similar in my mind anyway, in my eyes. And then you can see the unmasked head, which even has the web lines painted right there, which is pretty cool. Then you have all these different hands. They all have paint in the cobweb pattern right there, which is very cool to see. So you have your fisted hands, you have your zipline holding hand right here, so you can go ahead and port that in there like that, which is very cool. And then you have your mask grabbing hand, which ports very nicely with the mask, so you can go ahead and port that in like that. Looks very good. And then you have your finger pointing hand. And then you get new wall crawling hands, which I really dig. These are really nice to have. I feel like we usually don't get these with the SH Figuarts. I could possibly be mistaken, but they look great. Then you have your regular wide open hands. Then we have your whipping hands right here. And then we get the 2 Peter heads. Now this Peter head looks like a Peter head from Endgame. I could be wrong about this, but it just looks like it's just a little bit bigger than the Endgame head. Could be a new sculpt, and I could be wrong about that. The paint is definitely better on this newer figure for sure. It's just not my favorite of the 2 head sculpts. This one right here I like a lot. I like the beat up Peter head. He's got a little bit of a smirk going on. Would be nicer if he looked a little bit more disgruntled, a little bit angrier. I don't know what this is exactly. I know the channel's called ShartimusPrime, so forgive me. Just can't help myself. But I mean, really, it looks like, yeah, kind of a little bit more red in that brown tone would be better, a little bit too much brown, could have used a little bit more red, right? But other than that, I still like having it. I still think it looks cool to have the battle-damaged Peter head. And of course, you could just go ahead and pop this. Well, you could pop the head off of that one right there, but you really just want to pop off the whole neck piece, and you could interchange it like that. And that looks pretty good. Oh, and we also get this little back piece right here, which I did break. I forgot where I put it, but there's, it's right here. This little nub right here got stuck on the inside. I eventually picked it out, but unfortunately, yeah, I did break that. I'll take the blame for it because I've had several of these and I haven't broken that before, but you know, you just poured it on right there if it worked, and then you could use like an amazing Yamaguchi stand or an SH Figuarts stand, plug into the back of this thing right here. Unfortunately, I can't find a stand that plugs directly into there, so for now I'm just using a Mafex stand. So I really do like the head on this figure. I think the sculpt is pretty good. I will say it is a little on the sloppy side with the paint going into the cobweb pattern though. You can see some of the black paint mixed over it on top, which I don't mind it having a little bit of a dirtier look. You know, it's there, but then it's also not there in some parts. When I mean not there, it's like also over the flat red sections, you know. But you could clearly see on the torso that is very clean cobweb pattern painted into those seams. So I wish it was as clean as you could see it on the torso as you see it on the head. The head does pop off fairly easy, by the way. And then I really like the gold paint. I like how shiny it is. You could see some scuffage right over there. I wish they added a little bit of black paint into those scuff marks. That would have been nice to make it look a little bit more battle damaged if that's what they're going for, which it appears to seem that that's what they wanted. You could see some more of that scuffage right there in the suit. And yeah, the dark blue looks really good. Some of the joints do stick out to me. You know, he does look a little thin in the arms. Maybe could have a little bit bigger arms. I forgot to put that plug port back in there, but the gold paint does look really good throughout on this figure. You get a little bit of copyright stuff over there. You can see when you bend forward, you get all that gold paint in there. Same thing when you bend all the way back right there. And then, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the crotch pieces with the SH Figuarts. A lot seems sculpted over there. The arms look really good. You do get a subtle texturing throughout with the blue portions of the figure, which I think is very cool. And then there's looking at the rest of the legs. Cobweb pattern looks pretty good throughout the rest of the figure. Just too bad on the head, it seems to be the sloppiest part. Nice little touches of gold right over here. I am happy to see the details. Like, we don't have those, you know, gold wristbands anymore on this one, so that's very cool to see. And the bottom of the feet look really good too, except for that. So I do like the articulation on this figure. You can get the head to look up quite a bit. However, there is a little bit of gappage right there. And getting him to look all the way up like that, it's a good range of movement, but I wouldn't call it the very best. You can see the Mafex Ben Reilly figure right here that I just happen to have out. Could look up farther. And then you also have the first appearance Spiderman head from Marvel Legends, and that could look up farther as well. So I really think this is probably the best way to go because it has the bent dumbbell joint and it also has the best aesthetics. Anyway, you can make the head look downward that far. You also get side-to-side motion at both the head and neck and good pivoting right over there. You have butterfly joints, which do move forward, but they don't really move back so much. So that is a gripe for sure. I wish they could move back more than that. And they shift up and down a decent amount. You can get the shoulders moving above the 90-degree mark. They move all the way in, rotate a full 360. We get bicep swivel. We get double jointed elbows. And wow, those really bend in all the way. Then you have a pin hinge system where you could rotate any direction you want or hinge it any direction you want. And you could also rotate it any direction you'd like. Diaphragm joint turns side to side, a little bit limited when you get to that point right there. Good or decent wiggling for the diaphragm. Crunches forward, crunches back. Waist joint, similar kind of thing. You can't really turn it side to side too much. It does have a decent amount of pivot, and with both joints, without popping it off, both joints moving forward that much, and you can see both joints moving back that much. Not the dopest range of movement over there. And then you can see we have hips that do move out very far, and he can, I just took that apart again. Yeah. But yeah, he can get him kicking forward very high, back all the way, and then you have the upper thigh cut in there, double jointed knees, and then the ankles do move down, they move up, rotate side to side, beautiful ankle pivot, and toe articulation. Now to measure out this new integrated suit Spider-Man figure, you can see that he is standing a bit under 6 inches tall, just a little over 5.5 inches. And then for an integrated suit Spider-Man figure comparison, you can see we have the first one from SH Figuarts, and then we have the Marvel Legends 3-pack version right here. And I will say, this is my favorite one out of these three. But to my surprise, The Marvel Legends has the best cobweb pattern in there. Whoa, credit where credit's due. That rarely ever happens. Usually it's the import companies that nail those kinds of paint details. And yeah, there's a little bit of gray in the cobweb pattern over here. And I just wish it was cleaner on the head with that one. But it does look the best on this one right over here. I don't know. Out of these three, which is your favorite? I'm still saying this is my favorite one, but I have to give credit where credit is due with those paint apps. And then here's the integrated suit Spider-Man figure next to the Endgame SH Figuarts Spider-Man or Iron Spider. And then we have the Infinity War Doctor Strange figure. I moved the accessories or left them in the dork room. But I wanted to show off the height difference between these two. I think he could be a little bit taller, but I'm still happy that he's definitely taller than Spidey right here. And comparing him to the Endgame figure, I mean, man, I'm just very happy to see that they've bulked up this Spider-Man. Like, he's been way too skinny for way too long, so I really like this a lot. And then here's the new Spider-Man figure next to the SH Figuarts Tobey Maguire Spider-Man number 2, and then we have the Marvel Legends 3-pack Spider-Man number 3, and I do have my SH Figuarts Amazing Spider-Man or Spider-Man number 3 in my pile of loot over at Billy Big Bad Toy Store. I don't think these two are to scale together. They're supposed to be the same height, no? Aren't Toby and Tom the same height? I could be wrong about that. I mean, Andrew Garfield's definitely the tallest of the 3 Spider-Mans, so this still looks okay to me, but yeah. Very curious about that new SH Figuarts Amazing Spidey. And then here's SH Figuarts Spider-Man next to the Marvel Legends Green Goblin. Technically not a Marvel Legends figure. I did like having this Spider-Man hold up this glider over his head, and I will pick up the SH Figuarts Green Goblin. One thing I just kind of realized is that for all 3 Spider-Mans, they all got a chance to have Green Goblin as a villain. Now, it was Harry for, Spider-Man number 3, but still, very cool that Green Goblin was a villain for all 3 Spider-Mans somehow. Then here's the integrated suit Spider-Man next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man. Hey brother, I gotta ask you, brother, and I am definitely sorry for your loss, but how the heck did you manage to let both your Uncle Ben and Aunt May die before you even turned 20 years old? How the heck did you let that happen, huh? How? And they called me a letdown. I can't believe you let them die. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love my way by hitting that like button. I certainly do appreciate it. And if you're new here and you don't want to miss out on my future videos, well, be sure you hit that subscribe button. And a big thanks to all of you for watching. Your viewership does mean a lot to me and this channel. And hey, if you feel like sharing the video, that helps a lot too. So I appreciate all the stuff you guys do to help this channel grow. And I really like this figure. I am quite pleased with it. While I have all these gripes and all this stuff, I have, my gripes about the lack of battle damage paint, the Peter heads. I have my gripe about, there being more blood red on the battle damaged face and everything. I did snap that little piece off the back. I barely use those anyway, so I definitely have gripes about this figure. I did mention them in this video. However, there's a lot of things for me to like about this figure, and I definitely think that the good outweighs the bad with this particular piece. I'm really pleased with it. Like, honestly, it's one of those things where, yeah, I have gripes, but as I'm playing with the figure, or as I've posted around, I feel like I have a really good figure in hand. I'm very pleased with it. SH Figuarts delivered in a lot of parts where I've been hoping for them to deliver. I've been wanting this figure, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I didn't expect a whole lot from it, but I'm happy with it. At the price point of around $100, I can't remember the exact MSRP on this thing from BBTS, because that's where I got it from, but around that price point, I'm gonna give this integrated suit Spider-Man figure a SUD rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please definitely let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com, and if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, where I'll be selling my other SH Figuarts integrated suit Spider-Man figure, I'll be doing that on Whatnot, so you can follow me there, or you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.